Good afternoon, everybody. Trying some new software here today. Hopefully it works. Had a little test run and now I think we're good. So my name is Jackson Hodges and I am the Main Street Director and Public Information Officer for the City of Anniston, Alabama. And today I wanted to do a director's address. This will be the first one I've done. Been on the job for about a little over 2 months so far, but we've gotten a lot done in just those 2 months. So I think it would be appropriate at the end of each month to stop and give an update on everything that we've done, everything that we're working to do, everything we hope to do, and what we've accomplished so far. So I have it broken down today for you guys. We'll go through some business tips first, some project updates, events after that, and then we'll talk about some resources at the end. So to begin, I want to talk just a little bit about business in general on Main Street. I want everyone out there to know that if you're interested in starting a business on Main Street, please reach out to me. You know, my number is 256-846-2044. I would be more than happy to help you, and I really want to help you. There are a lot of great things on Noble Street and West 15th Street. As the Main Street Director, I preside over both because together they comprise our Main Street district. However, you know, there are certain buildings that due to age or, you know, owner neglect, unfortunately sometimes, they have a lot of things going on in them, and I would hate for anybody to acquire a property and get excited about an idea and then come across some unexpected stumbling blocks later down the road. But if you call me, that won't happen because we can walk you through the building, we'll get code enforcement, we'll get the fire marshal, and we'll go about it properly. And I think that's the best way to do it. The city is here to help. We love to help, and I am as accessible as can be. So please know if you're interested, reach out. My number is 256-846-2044. It's a great place to be, and we have a lot of big things going on and a lot of big plans, but we want to make sure everyone starts the right way. So if you're interested in acquiring a property or starting a business, please reach out to me. We have a How to Start a Business in Downtown Anniston guide. You can find that on the Main Street Anniston website, which is www.mainstreetanniston.com. And you can download that guide. It's great. It walks you through the process. It has phone numbers. It's a little flow chart, so it has arrows. It says, once you do this, go do that. And that's always good direction for this guide, at least. So there are great resources on the Main Street Anniston website. Check that out. And again, 256-846-2044. Let me know. Let me help. The first people you should contact should be the city to look over business plans, to help you understand what you'll need to do and what a building may need. They know best. These guys here, they're so much smarter than me, and they'll really help you. Another thing I wanted to mention in terms of businesses is if you are interested in starting a business and you have a business plan, maybe you have some architectural drawings of what you'd like a building you've gotten to look like, then let me know about that too, because what we do here at City Hall, we have economic team meetings, we call them. We have those Mondays at 9. And what you can do, we have the meetings by request. So when we have a citizen that needs assistance or somebody who's interested in starting a business, they want us, they reach out, they let us know, and we invite them to this meeting. And at the meeting, you'll have myself, you'll have Public Works, the fire marshal, you'll have code enforcement. You'll essentially have everyone you need to work with as you start a business in the city of Anniston. And these meetings are open to the public. You can request one any Monday. We'll set it up. And we'll have the whole team there, and they'll walk through your business plan. They'll look at any drawings, any ideas you have. And again, this is all done to make sure there are no unexpected bumps in the road, because I understand. I get as excited as most people do about pretty much darn anything. I always run headlong into it, but business is a lot like a briar patch. You don't want to run all the way down there and get in the middle and then realize you're stuck and it's hurting and you can't get any further. Let us cut down those briars and bushes and give you a clear path to success. So please reach out to us anytime. We can set you up a team meeting, get all the staff in there to help you. We've had several good ideas have been launched because of those meetings. And as I mentioned, we have a resource guide that's on the City of Anniston's website. It's also on the Main Street Anniston website, which is www.mainstreetanniston.com as well. So outside of that, for business, I'll mention myself and Carla Eden, who's our Main Street event coordinator. She does a great job. We have been going door to door to businesses on Main Street and West 15th. We're working our way. It takes a while. There's more there than you think. And we've been giving out surveys. So far, we've gotten 6 of those surveys back. And, we want to hear from you guys. My job, our job, is to help you and enact a vision that you have down there together as a team. So again, reach out to me if you're a current business owner and there's something we can do to help, or if you're a prospective business owner and you have a great idea and you just want to bounce it off somebody, reach out to me, reach out to Carla. You can find our numbers on the city's website, on the Main Street Anniston website, and on the Facebook as well. We're Main Street Anniston on Facebook. Give it a follow. A lot of cool stuff happening there, and a lot of fun stuff we're about to get into here in a second. So after talking about business a little bit, we're now going to do some project updates. We have a lot of stuff going on. It's really exciting. So the first thing, as you may have read in the paper, we were able to secure the sale of the Calhoun Theater and the Smoking Moose to a Birmingham-based developer, Matthew Fanai. I've gotten the chance to talk to him in depth, and he's already come down. You may have noticed some painting and cleaning up happening at those 2 facilities. He is committed to bringing them back up and finding a great prospect to put in those buildings, or perhaps just developing them and selling them to someone with an idea. So that is going very well. And speaking furthermore of properties being bought and sold, we have hopefully a full belly deli coming. Chris Carricker is working hard on that. He was approved for through the Historic Commission. You may on Gurney. It's right by the National Park Service building. So that's very exciting. Talking about some more great projects we have going on in our Main Street district. You may have heard that West 15th Street is getting paved, and that is awesome. I'm super excited. West 15th is a part of Main Street, and a lot of great things have been happening there. Our first Anniston Changers project took place there. We moved about 10 tons of debris out of the area, and ever since then, it's been one positive hit after another. We've been awarded a $600,000 plus Streetscaping Grant. We were awarded that some time ago. We announced that from the city's page. And that will be used towards streetscaping West 15th. So it's going to look really pretty. But in the meantime, for probably about another week and a half, we will be resurfacing West 15th all the way from Noble Street all the way to Dimple Leo O'Neill Avenue. And that is awesome, because the first thing we need to understand is economics is ruled by many things, but perhaps nothing more important than how quickly can good A get to destination B. And a good infrastructure is how you do that. So we want to set up our future and current West 15th Street business owners. We want to set them up with the best chance of success, and the best chance to succeed is to have good infrastructure. So that is a huge accomplishment. We're very excited to see that area resurfaced. I'll mention we did add a new outdoor dining. Shout out to Tie It Now, formerly Tie One On, Mr. Suchalo. We worked with him and got an outdoor dining set up. It looks really pretty. Go check it out on their Facebook. We've shared it from ours. If you own a business or restaurant downtown and you want to have an outdoor dining patio, please contact me, Jackson Hodges, 256-846-2044. We will walk you through the process. I walked Sam through it. He's great. The patio looks really good. And good news too, we are working to lower the costs of the permits and fees associated with that. Very low, trying to get them down to maybe even just $50. So it'll be a very accessible program. And it's great for a restaurant, to have an outdoor option for people. And it looks really good. Rack and Roll, as you've seen, took advantage of the program last year, and they have a great outdoor area. We're very excited about that. And so now we've added outdoor dining number 2, and we're going to keep adding some more as we go along. I will update, so the next 3 things are some future projects, but they are in the works. So the first one is I have gotten in touch with a landscape architect. We are working on 2 renders, because I would like to see a parklet out on Main Street. I think having a park out there and a green space is something the area needs. And Noble Street's so beautiful, and just a little bit of green would really tie it all in together. And I think a park, a place where people can gather, can have entertainment, can have conversation, will be really nice. And so That said, though, we always have to keep parking in mind, right? We don't want to lose too much parking because as the courthouse comes in and whatnot, strategies will be implemented and moves will be made in order to make sure we can stay on top of that parking matter. So 2 separate renders. I'm not going to say the location yet. The renders will be done soon and we can look at them together. And as always, I'm going to let the public have input and we'll go with what the public thinks is best. But we're working on a render of a park, like a legitimate park on Noble, and another render on top of that of the same park, except making it more of a green space parking lot. So that way you can still park, however it has some green elements to it, it has some grass, it has some trees. I would also like to see the hanging baskets that we had on the light poles, getting those back up and exploring the possibility of a drip watering system so they can be self-maintained and look real pretty. And you know, possibly some more. So stay tuned. That'll be really exciting. I think it'll be super beautiful when we get it together. And as you've heard, it was in the Star and several other places, we are very excited to have announced the other week that we have engaged Downtown Strategies, which is a division of Retail Strategies. They're a consulting firm, and we have engaged them to start a 5-year strategic plan. So to give everyone a little bit of background on this, in 2014, the city completed its One City, One Vision strategic plan, right? Most of us probably remember that. Part of that plan, one of the goals that it laid out was to have a downtown specific strategic plan. I don't like to reinvent the wheel and I don't like to waste resources. So having looked back at that previous plan and have seen that having a downtown strategy was a goal, I felt that we needed to get on that and get on it quick. And so one of the very first thing I did as director was to reach out to them, meet with them, traveled up to Birmingham, several good talks. They've come down here. They've worked in this area before and have had success. And that was key. You have to know Anniston to be successful. And so we are really looking forward to this. Basically what will happen is we are going to have a kickoff meeting in June. Where we're going to get input. We're going to have a survey and we're going to send that survey out. I need you at home to do that survey so we can know what it is you want to see. And what this plan will do is it will get us all on the same page towards a collective vision of what we'd like to see Noble Street and West 15th Street, the whole Main Street district right here. It's real big and heavy, but you can see that in the camera just a little bit. There we go. This is just a little bit of a sample. This is a tiny little baby arch. And this isn't exactly what my final idea will look like, but I think in a historic area, take Birmingham, for example. When you go into Birmingham, you can see the Magic City sign, right? It looks really cool, kind of a gateway into where you're going. So I think we're looking at having some of these arches put up as you come into Main Street. So it'll be like, welcome to historic Main Street, Anniston. And let people know they're in an important place, they're in a beautiful place, that they have entered the gateway into our pride and joy, which is Main Street. You know, we are fully behind this area. I am certainly fully behind it. I'm very excited about everything we have. And trust me, we are working very hard in order to meet your expectations and meet your needs, because we want to help. Again, we always want to be here to help. If you don't even know what you need, start with me. Reach out to me, I'd be happy to help. And then I'll mention the last project update. As you may know, we are super duper excited to welcome 7 new board members to the Main Street board. We have Kristen Morphus from Model City Insurance. She is a returning member. We have Chris Collins, and he is just the man. He is the former Anniston Fire Chief and probably the most organized, hardworking individual I know. We have Chris Carr, who's a great guy. You'll really like him, young guy, full of energy. We have Miss Dara Murphy, owner of Rosa Lee's, great businesswoman. She's going to bring a lot to the table. We have Miss Jackie Judkins, absolute sweetheart and extremely creative, great with design and events. We have Thomas Zimmerman. Most of you may know him by Pooh. He is a great guy. Pooh's Barbershop has been a community fixture for a long time, and we look forward to having his insight on the board. And then we have Miss Kristen Philligan, who's with RMC. She's their marketing director, another young mind to come to the table. So we are very excited, Carla and I, to work with the new board members. And I think with this team, we're going to be able to get a lot of things done. So now, let's move on to events. We're going to go through our events a little bit. The first event you need to be on the lookout for is the Farmers Market. The Farmers Market starts tomorrow, Saturday, will be the first farmers market of the year. And that will start at 7 a.m. and that's in the parking lot across the street from the public library. So be sure to check it out. There's going to be vendors, live music, fresh food, fresh produce. It's going to be very clean and sanitized. So come by and have a good time. It's so much fun. You know, we appreciate Michelle Combs. She's the Farmers Market Director. And Carla and I have offered Main Street support this year. We've booked some live music. It's going to be really good. I'll be there. You should be there too. Let's check it out. And then after you check that out, know that after the Farmers Market, we have the Anniston High School Boys and Girls Basketball Cookout Celebration, which we are really excited about. Both the men's and women's teams did so incredibly well this year. The men's took home the state title for the Bulldogs. Way to go, Bulldogs. Lead the way. Super proud of you guys. We're having that cookout tomorrow at Zim Park. That will be from 12 until 2 p.m. And Main Street Anniston has partnered with that event. So now we're going to have a bungee run and a bounce house. All kinds of really fun stuff for your little ones to do. So it's going to be a family-friendly event. Bring the little ones, bring the whole family. Let's celebrate these men and women, players, coaches, parents, and educators that worked so hard to bring a championship back to Anniston. How exciting. Championship town, absolutely. Next event, as you know, the Noble Street Festival will be July 3rd. We are currently accepting vendor applications. This is a tremendous opportunity to get your company's name out there, to get your business spotlight. So go to the Main Street Anniston website. You can download, go to the Main Street Anniston website, which is www.mainstreetanniston.com, and go to events. And under the events tab, you will find Noble Street Festival. Click on that and you can download the vendor application form. And we also have our kids race forms and our YMCA bike race. These both are events for children ages 12 and under. They're super fun, always a good time. It's something we've had every year at the festival. So if you have any little ones out there that are interested in biking or in a little foot race, there are different age divisions, ages 12 and down. So you'll be competing against little ones your own age. It's super fun. The kids have so much fun. Every kid will get a shirt and a medal, and we'll be cheering them on. So you can download that registration form off the Main Street Anniston website too. Moving on, speaking of the little ones, we are all about the and they're going to do 3 shows. We're going to have the street block. It's going to be sick. They're going to be on their bicycles, on ramps, and all kinds of stuff, and they have a great positive message for young ones about staying in school and working on their self-confidence. So we're super excited. That's June 25th, so be there for that one. One other thing I'll mention, on Monday, starting next Monday, as you know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we here at Main Street Anniston, we do certainly take mental health very seriously. You know, coming out of the pandemic, mental health issues have grown. A lot of people being isolated, a lot of things not being as discussed or talked about just because of the isolation and whatnot we were in, among many other things. So in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, Main Street Anniston, we have partnered with the Anniston High School mental health counselor, and together we're going to be putting green ribbons down the light posts of Main Street. We're going to put some on West 15th as well, and those will be there all month. And those green ribbons are for mental health awareness, to let everybody know, hey, check in on your friends, check in on your loved ones. If someone looks like they're having a hard day, pick them up, right? Because that's what we're all about here. It's never easy, but it can be easier if we're in it together. So reach out to a friend, encourage them, and I hope these green ribbons on Main Street keep our focus on the mental health and well-being of those that we love, and those throughout Main Street and all of Anniston. Our next event coming up, so every Wednesday in June and July, we're going to have Wacky Wednesday, which, yes, it is extremely awesome. Yes, I know, you had to tell me. I'm excited because, again, this is a event for the children. We will be at Zim Park. This will start around 10 to 11 on Wednesdays in June and July, every Wednesday in June and July. And we're going to have all kinds of fun snacks, and we're going to have frisbees and cool giveaway items, and we're going to have bounce houses and inflatable slides every Wednesday at Zim Park. This is a family event, so bring the little ones, come out and have a good time. You know, the splash pads at Zim Park, they'll also be kicking off then, so you can take a dip, slide down a slide, have a good time with your friends. It'll be a great family event. We will also be bringing back 4th Friday. You may be familiar with this event in the past. 4th Friday is an evening-based vendor event, so we will close down a portion of Noble Street, and when we do, we will have vendors come, and they'll set up, And I'm thinking we're going to add a little bit more spice to it this time around, maybe some amusement park rides, make it a little bit of a fair atmosphere, have some family events going on into the evening. You know, I've had people approach me and they want some more family-oriented things to do later in the day. And I said, hey, let's find what we can do with Fourth Fridays. We'll have a Fourth Friday in June and a Fourth Friday in July. And if you are a vendor who is interested, please contact Carla Eden. She's our Main Street Event Coordinator. You can send her an email at keden, K-E-D-E-N, at annistonal.gov. So reach out to her if you're interested about being a vendor at our Fourth Fridays. It's going to be really fun, very lit up, lots of rides and amusements, so we're very excited about that. And I will mention this, Main Street Anniston is super excited to be taking over the Juneteenth event. So you may have heard the Heritage Festival will be August 28th this year. It is going to be part of a Heritage Week celebration as we move to and past the 60th anniversary of the Freedom Riders in May. That will culminate into Heritage Week in August, but later on in the month. But what we will be doing for Juneteenth as Main Street, we will have Zim Park. We're going to have all kinds of attractions and activities and vendors, maybe some basketball, maybe some all kinds of things. Really, if you have any ideas, reach out. But we have some acts lined up. We'll have vendors. If you're interested in that, again, probably reach out to Carla would be best at the email. So we're super excited about that, and obviously that'll be June 19th. So we think it's a really important event, and I saw an opportunity for Main Street to step in and get involved, and I said, hey, let's get in there. Let's make it all it can be. I think the community really enjoys it, and it's something they're very much looking forward to. So that concludes most of the updates. Real quick, let's go over some resources that we have out for you guys. So to begin, as I've mentioned, the Main Street Anniston website is a great resource. If you are looking for the form you need to close down a street to have an event, you can find that on the Main Street Anniston website. You go to the Main Street Anniston website, go to Permits and Guidelines, you'll see it up top in the navigation bar. You can find the outdoor dining permit that you need to do what Taiwan On and Rack and Roll have done. You can find the street closure parade form. You can find the historic design guidelines. You can find pretty much every relevant form you need, including park and community center rental applications there as well. And again, that's www.mainstreetanniston.com. So check it out. You know, tell a friend if you're looking for forms. If you want to close down Noble Street for an event, please know that if you're going to have alcohol, you need to do that at least 30 days prior. Really, anyone, if you want to have a street closure, please go to our website, get that form, and complete it at least 30 days prior to your event. I'll mention this for anyone out there looking for some assistance. We have a small business loan program going on right now through our Community Development Block Grant Department. This is open application cycle, so there's no deadlines, but funding is limited. So only a certain number of applicants can be accepted until the funding is exhausted. This is COVID relief funding, not from the American Rescue Plan. This is from an initial reimbursement that came, I think, it was about 3 or 4 months ago, but we've had some applicants, but we still have some spots open, and we want to make sure we use all the funding. So if you are a small business owner, please go to the City of Anniston's website, www.annistonal.gov. Under City News, which is on the main page, you scroll down about 3/4 to the bottom, you'll see that you can click right there. It'll take you. It's an online application. You can fill that out. You can also go to our Community Development Block Grant Department page on the city's website, not Main Street, on the city's website. And when you go to their page, you'll see the small business loan information there as well. So check that out. The loans they are forgivable, and they're zero interest, and they can be up to $10,000. So, and then speaking of assistance programs, please be aware, restaurant owners, if you are a restaurant owner in the city of Anniston, the federal government's Restaurant Revitalization Fund, get on that. If that's something you need, get on it, because the application period opens Monday, May 3rd at 12 p.m. And trust me, we've seen how these big federal programs go. If you don't get in there at the beginning, it'll be gone. So we've shared a lot of helpful information about that from the Main Street Anniston Facebook page, which you should like and follow. And you can go to the page to check that information out, tag a friend, share it, and share this update. The updates that the director's address each month will be a little bit longer, so I appreciate everyone who stuck with us, but it is important that we go through this, and it's important that we be transparent and we be thorough, to let you guys know how hard we're working, because we're definitely working hard. Carla's done a great job. Dakari's done a great job. We have a great team here, and everyone else in the city of Anniston is tremendous. And we want to help. We really do. We are happy to help. I'm happy to help. So if I can help you start a business, if I can help you look at some property, if you need help knowing city codes or ordinances or whatever have you, if I don't know the answer, I guarantee you I know someone that does, because there are a bunch of smart people here, and I will get you into contact with them. I will respond to text. You can text me at 256-846-2044, or you can call me. Either way, if I don't get right with you, I always get right back to you. So I'm happy to help as Main Street Director. That's what I'm here for. We have such an optimistic, exciting vision for this area, and I look forward to sharing many more director addresses with you each month. Again, we'll do a full-on director's address at the end of each month. So I thank you guys for tuning in. Again, if there's anything we can help with, let us know. But a lot of exciting things coming down the pipes, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed for even more good news. But until next time, I'm Jackson Hodges. I'm the Public Information Officer and Main Street Director for the City of Anniston, and I'll talk to you later.